Hey yo, how's it going everyone? It's your boy Phoenix Cross back at you with another video. In today's video we'll be going over the 3/2 update and maintenance notice. It will be happening on 3/1, which is today, if you can see right down here, at 9 p.m. Pacific PST, which is 12 a.m. Tuesday on Eastern time, so it's gonna be normal time practically. We will be having a special draw anniversary special draw event. We will be having a special draw event. It will have new heroes, up to 6. As you can see, there's 5 there, and Nanashi right here. All level 80 and fully awakened. This is a banner of them just throwing around random units. Like these two were in a banner together, but the rest were not in a banner together. Let's go over all 6. So Nanashi's passive is probably his best trait. At the start of allies' turn, increase the max HP, crit resistance, and crit defense of allies with 2 or less skill cards by 20% for 1 turn, and for once per turn when attacked, reduce the ultimate move gauge of the attacking enemy by 1 orb. His first move is Wind Itachi, which inflicts damage equal to 220% of attack on 1 enemy. Then it's 220% and removes 1 orb and depletes 1 skill. And then 360 removes 2 orbs and depletes 2 skills. His second is Sound of Thunder, which inflicts despair by 130, despair by 195, and despair by 325. And finally, his ult inflicts Amplify, damage equal to 630% of attack on 1 enemy. Going on to the next unit, we got Mono. Mono's passive is also probably her best thing, but she's overall not a good unit. Her passive increases the hero's damage dealt by 30% per ultimate move gauge orb the enemies have when attacking, excluding PvP. Her first move is Blade Dance, which removes buffs from 1 enemy and inflicts damage equal to 220%. Removes buffs and does 300%, removes buffs and stances, and inflicts 400%. Then her second move is Shadow Cut, which inflicts 120% attack, 120, and prevents ultimate move gauge from filling up for 1 turn, and then 180 and prevents it for 2 turns. Her ult is called Endless Pain, which inflicts damage equal to 455% attack on 1 enemy and makes targets bleed for 2 turns. This Valenti is not a good one either. This Valenti applies infect effects for 2 turns on enemies who have used buff skills, excluding ultimate move skills, applies when entering battle. Inflicts Detonate. So her first one is Potential Energy, which inflicts detonate damage equal to 100% of attack on all enemies, detonate for 150% on all enemies, detonate for 250 on all enemies. Her second move is Fluid Dynamics, which inflicts damage equal to 180% of attack on 1 enemy and prevents ultimate move gauge from filling for 1 turn. Then 220 and prevent it for 1 turn, and then 450 and prevent it for 2 turns. Her ultimate is Maxwell's Goblin, which inflicts rupture damage equal to 630% of attack on 1 enemy. Then we got Noble C. Easton. She's actually good in PvP, geared, ungeared, and her passive is amazing. So she increases all allies' pierce rate, crit chance, and crit damage by 5% per debuff on enemies. Limit 8 times. Applies when entering battle. Inflicts weak point. So her first one is Fierce. I don't know how to say that. Pies or do. which inflicts weak point damage equal to 120% on one enemy, weak point for 180 on one enemy, and weak point for 300 on one enemy. Then her most popular move, the Berg de Dolphin, disables recovery skills on all enemies for 2 turns, disables recovery skills, and prevents ultimate move gauge from filling up on all enemies for 2 turns, and disables recovery skills, prevent ultimate move gauge from filling up on all enemies, and decreases attack by 20% for 3 turns. Then her ult, Tristy Fiend, inflicts spike damage equal to 350% of attack on all enemies. So she's overall a good unit. Now this Liz is okay. So she ranks up the skill cards of allies at the start of the turn in deathmatch if allies are all HP attribute. Allies when entering battle limit once. She inflicts damage equal to 240% of attack on one enemy with crosscut. Inflicts 300% on one enemy and fills ultimate move gauge by 1. Inflicts 500% on one enemy and fills ultimate move gauge by 2. Her second attack is Angry Attack, which inflicts damage equal to 160% attack on one enemy and decreases skill ranks. Inflicts damage equal to 210% on one enemy and decreases skill ranks, then depletes the ultimate move gauge by the number of skill rank decrease. Inflicts damage equal to 400% of attack on one enemy, decreases skill ranks, then depletes the ultimate move gauge by the number of skills that were deranked. Her ultimate is Last Attack, which inflicts shatter damage equal to 630% of attack on one enemy. The final unit is this kind of trash derriere. So she increases the basic stats of the hero by 10% for a max of 3 times. If the hero takes damage from the enemy skills at max stack, disable the ultimate move gauge of all enemies for 2 turns. Her commandment, we know, decreases the damage of ranged skills by 35% in PvP. So, yeah. Her first move is Heavy Impact, which removes buffs from one enemy and inflicts damage equal to 220%, removes buffs and does 300% attack, cancels buff and stances and does 400% attack on one enemy. Her second one is Valenti's Gift, which taunts enemies, increases defense related stats by 30%, and becomes immune to stun for 1 turn. So this is kind of a counter to Blue Eliz, or Goddess Eliz. Her rank 2 taunts enemies, increases defense related stats by 50%, and becomes immune for 2 turns. Immune to stun. Then her third taunts enemies, increases defense related stats by 80%, and becomes immune to stun for 2 turns. Her ultimate is the same thing, Combo Star, which inflicts amplified damage equal to 630% of attack on one enemy. Okay, now that we got through all these units, let's continue with the patch. So, there will be a part 2 to the special missions. There will be a Hawk's Treasure Hunt, a lucky 1-year anniversary exchange shop, a special Brawl victory box, a chapter clear reward event, many events with tons of rewards in progress. Don't miss out. So for the One Festival Part 2, special missions Part 2, we will be getting some tickets. Now I don't know if we have to stay out 10 tickets to do one multi, or 1 ticket is 1 multi, but I'm hoping these might be like, I'm hoping these are the only SSRs, because I want to pull the Nanashi and the Easton. Like, those are practically the only 2 I really want to pull. And they will be level 80, all of them, and tier 6. Main rewards, we will be getting the Merlin outfit, pendant, Super Awakening coin, I don't need these. I have 2. I've already maxed out all the awakening, or all the tier ups. Hammers and engraving stones. We will be getting a new outfit for Deanne as well, and the new Liz, and an Easton and Anashi. What do they call it? Emoticons. We will be having the 1 year anniversary chapter clear event, which will give diamonds, UR chests, pendants, and 5-star awakening stones. We will be having the 1 year anniversary fight festival victory event, which will give super awakening coins, pendants, UR chests, engraving stones, and anvils. We will be getting the full Solgris special reward dungeon plus part 2, which is all of this, and the improved brawl victory box reward, which has all this. Some buff events. We'll be getting the SSR equipment rate up when draw for equipment, which I've been doing actually a lot recently. We're getting the free stage boss battle, 50 stamina decrease, and the 100% deathmatch rate up upon clearing boss battle. We will be getting final boss spawn, season 6. That means the next one is probably going to be Escanor. Face against final boss spawn and Elaine at the Temple of Belnuz. Here are the rewards. We're going to be getting 2 pieces for Elaine, 3 for Bond, diamonds, pendants, super awakening coins, hammers, anvils, awakening stones, so on and so forth. Here are the new outfits for Nanashi. Got this one with the hairpiece, the suit, and then sword right here. The sword, this and that, and then this, which I dig this a lot. New weapon and cosmetic item for Daria Purity, right here. So when you evolve her, you get this one, and then you get these 2 for buying them for 60 gems. Obtain 1 random costume enhanced material box when clearing deathmatch. Limit 6 times per day. So it's actually really good. Can acquire the costume after acquiring the hero, evolving to grade UR, 2 Noblest Easton costume sets. Here are the bundles. You can buy 33 of these tickets with 30 gems, 77 with 60 gems, and 1 UR for 30 gems. Bundle 30, 50, 120 will now be 45, 75, 148. Buy the previous bundle to purchase the next one. So despair skill balance adjustments. Adjust the damage and the effect value of the despair skill. Inflicts despair is now 130 on all enemies. Despair recovers 15% of diminished HP. The despair damage is now 195 for rank 2 and recovers 20%, and then 325 and recovers 30%. This affects the blue Zeldris and red Levi. Improvements: increases heroes max affection to 250. Able to change the global chat channel in the West District. Able to set the number of times you would like to expand your storage when expanding storage. Equipment info will display when you exchange equipment. Deathmatch invite confirmation button. Naming change from OK to accept invite. A button that leads to enhanced screen displays when at the hero evolution screen and the hero's level is too low, so people have been asking for that, so you don't have to click back, you can just go straight there. Selected heroes name displays when you are setting your team. Increase the amount of materials you can register when enhancing heroes. Added left and right buttons to the main hero screen. Added select all and remove all buttons in the cooking filter selection area. improved the representative hero setting and favorite feature in the hero page, more invasive and active interactive state. Press the that button at the bottom of the draw page to immediately move to the relevant banner. All the relevant cooking materials will already be selected when using the go to cook shortcut from the hero affinity screen. The relevant item and quantity is better highlighted when going to the exchange materials through the location shortcut. Added a receive all button in for all daily tasks. Fix some draw banners being displayed incorrectly. We are getting the boss battle Keylak for the new season. 12 new titles: Fight Festival Victor, Fight Festival Conqueror, Training Insulation, which adds an additional 8% defense when eating defense food. Outsider, additional 8% regenerate when eating regenerate food. Tavern Master, which additional 4% crit chance when eating crit chance food. Nothing is possible, adding additional 2% pierce rate to pierce rate food. Battle Conqueror, Absolute Challenger, Cold-Blooded Gladiator, Feared by Monsters, which adds an additional 2% HP when eating HP food. Everyone's Friend, which adds an additional 4% crit defense food when eating crit defense food. We'll be getting Nanashi and Liz engravings. We're getting ending events will be the Special Missions Part 1, Special Boss Battle, Demonic Beast Grayson, the Special Boss Battle Exchange Shop, Hawk's Awesome Treasure Chest, 7 Deadly Sins Homecoming Spin Event, Fort Solgris Special Reward Dungeon Plus Part 1, Daily Task Reward Increase, and Enhanced Equipment Discount Event. So those are all ending. And that's it for the patch notes. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.